Hey everyone, my name is Jweg, and I'll be your host for today. So right here we have a game type that I really like playing. It's a server where it's pistols only. Pistols included all your regular pistols plus the revolvers, and even the automatic pistols and the 93R pistol is allowed. So right now I'm running the Magnum, with just the iron sights, not the sweat ones. But as usual, I always try it out, but I never liked it. I always go back to the Rex. The Rex is by far my favorite pistol in the game. Shoots hard. It's a three shot body kill, 2 shot once to the head. Fortunately, you can't one shot headshot people with it. But the only downside really is that you don't have a lot of ammo and the reload's pretty long. But still, I think it's like my second most used gun next to the MP9 or a MP7. Sorry. So back to this gameplay. I first discovered this a while ago on this amazing server. It's a server run by codekillers.net, and sadly it's no longer there. But it was a 64-person server. It was adapted slots, so they would increase as more people joined. There's usually around 32 to 40 players on there, which is a perfect amount. It was Metro only, 500 ticket conquest, and it's pistols only, and it was heavily enforced. If you shot someone with something else besides a pistol, or a grenade, or a knife, you'd be killed by the admin. They had like an automatic blocking thing on there, and you automatically be killed. And I think the first two is a warning. The third, you actually got kicked from the game. Unfortunately, that server was taken down. I don't know why. I haven't seen it on there for a long time. But it was a great server. And somehow you get just tons and tons of points. Like each game I'd end up with like 14 to 17,000 points. You get a ton of ribbons, ton of suppression ribbons, and it was great. Since then, I've been looking for a good pistols only server because I really like the game type. Unfortunately, all the ones I found so far, they're not really enforced. Like, I spent a whole night looking for a few, and this is the best one I found. Because most of them aren't enforced, you get a lot of people bringing their assault rifles and other guns in, and just completely ruins it. And it's just a huge dick move on their part. So even though I try out a lot of pistols, I actually have no idea how I didn't die here. So I tried a lot of pistols. I ran with the M9 for a while, or the MP443, I think it's called on the Russian side. Almost the same gun. They feel almost the same. And but I was wanting something more powerful, so a little bit later I switched over to the revolvers. I tried out the 44 Magnum, but its fire rate's really slow and the recoil is really high, and it just didn't feel right. So then I tried out the Rex, and I fell in love with that. It just feels right. It's kind of hard to explain, but the recoil is manageable. Even though the iron sights are horrible, they still work. I like them for some reason. I don't know why, because they are just absolutely horrible. The reload's much better than the 44 Magnum, and the hipfire is actually pretty good. And I said it's a 3-shot body kill, 2-shot, 1 body, 1 head shot kill. The downside to the Magnum, if you have the Magnum, you can get a 1-shot headshot, 1-kill headshot. With this, you cannot, which is a shame. But still, yeah, it has better reload speed and faster fire rate. And yeah, that really helps in close quarters pistol games. So, well, the other thing I want to talk about in this video is what I'd like to see in Battlefield 4. The main thing I want to see. I know everyone's been excited about all the new guns, maps, game types, all the new things, and it looks amazing. The giant destructible skyscrapers. The demos from E3 were just amazing. But the main thing I want to see in Battlefield 4 is variety. Now, as Battlefield 3 is ending the end of its game life, as you can see easily by the number of people playing there, you can find a game, but it's hard to find a game that has variety. A lot of times you find only Metro only servers, or just like servers going between Metro, Grand Bazaar, Scene Crossing, and it's doing those 3 maps the entire time with a certain amount of tickets, or servers that have instant map respawns. There's not a lot of just plain old game types. There's the original game types on a variety of maps, and it's really annoying because it's hard to find. Because I like to mix things up. I like to use a lot of different guns, go on a lot of different maps, use a lot of different vehicles, mess around with stuff. But it's hard to find a good server that's on some of the less popular maps. And as some of the people were saying before, people in this get obsessed with points, which I don't blame them. I guess that's with points too. So they play, and I've done this before too. So I can't criticize too much. But they play the maps that give off the most points, like Metro. That's a good example. And because of that, there's not a lot of variety. It's like Metro only, which Metro is a great map. I really like it, but it gets old after a while. So I would like to see more variety, more people using more maps, and it's hard. It's kind of hard to put that to the devs' job on Battlefield 4 and put on DICE shoulder. It's more up to the people playing it. Unfortunately, most people playing Battlefield 4 will probably come from Battlefield 3. Well, not most people, but a lot of people, and I don't really see that happening. The whole variety thing, but I can always hope. And it's really annoying just because I go in there and there's just tons and tons of servers, but most of them are empty. And you go on a huge list of people paying money for the servers because you can't host your own server. So they're paying companies to have a server, and they have good game types, a good variety of game types, good maps. They don't overkill on the tickets, which really annoys me, because a 1500 ticket game takes fucking forever. Sorry there. And so yeah, but all those servers are empty. It's hard to find a good variety server. And so that brings up the point, which DICE can help with that. Not all maps were created equal in Battlefield 3. Some maps I really don't like. And the general consensus is there's a couple maps that just dominate the others. They're a lot better, a lot more fun, a lot more action. And yeah. And so I said before that it's supposed to be up to the players and not the devs, but the devs do have a part in creating good maps and a large group of good maps. The map displayed so far at E3 looked amazing, and I do know for a fact they're bringing the more popular maps from Battlefield 3 and either porting them or reworking them into Battlefield 4. Which I think is cool, but I'd rather see more new maps than reworked old ones. So back to the game. I would highly recommend checking out some pistol game types, or some game types you usually don't see that often, like crossbows only, bolt action only. But yeah, highly recommend the pistols only game. It's a lot of fun. It's a good change. I'd really recommend trying out the Rex if you haven't already. It is a beastly gun. It's not used a lot, which is a shame. I don't know, for some reason I like the really higher damaging guns. For a while I tried out the M1911, the flashlight version. Like the sun in a box version. And that's a great gun. It does like 34 damage a shot. Has 8 rounds in the mag, plus 1 in the chamber, so that's a total of 9 rounds in there. Fire off quick, has that laser. You can get the S-Tac, which is the wolf laser. No. I think both laser and flashlight. No, suppressor and laser, or suppressor and flashlight, I forget which one. But that's a little hard to get. And I'm not sure if I can get that by Battlefield 3, or Battlefield 4 comes out. But I can try. I really like the M1911, but I always keep going back to the Rex. Whether it's a blessing or a curse, I don't know, but I have a good time. And right there, actually shoot teammates. That seems to happen a lot in these games. You get wires, you can shoot at anything that moves. It gets a little bit stressful. Also, if you're playing Assault, and a lot of times in these close quarter games, you don't have a chance to revive your teammates. or it's not wise to revive your teammates, then people are always around the corner and will kill you and the person you revived the instant you revive them. But if you are Assault and you do get through the revive notifications, pay attention to them because they tell you where the enemy is. And I have no idea how I didn't die here. Yeah, pay attention to them because they tell you where the enemy is. If there's a whole group of revive notifications, be careful going over there to take the high route, the side route, and it's usually dead to head over there, but do it in a non-obvious way so you can get the upper hand. And looking back on this commentary, I realized that I was saying people are playing the maps only for the money and the really popular maps and all of variety when I'm playing Noshar Canals, which is one of the TD of Noshar Canals. It's one of the biggest, one of the most played maps and one of the most played game types for the map. And I realized that, and I apologize for my hypocrisy. Most pistol servers only play this map or Metro, or the pistol servers that night that I found. So I apologize for that. I do realize that I'm being a bit of a hypocrite. And yeah, so our team pulls through on this. We go into like 191 to 180, I think. So it's kind of close, but we never fell behind, so I wasn't too worried. Came 4th in the game. I think that's pretty good. 22-16. Again, not amazing kill KD ratio, but I do what I can. I need more practice. A bit rusty. Oh yeah, we won by a lot more than 80. And that is all. This is JWig signing out.